Hey everybody, happy Sunday. It's good to see all of you. Welcome in to our Sunday live stream. And yeah, I am at the church where I work. As you can see, I've got all of our repertoire behind me, a couple of drums. Hi Janine, hi Russ. There's Bill, and there's Digiberter. What's going on, friends? Megan is not with me today. She's still a little bit under the weather, so she stayed home. So I am here. I did my church service this morning. It's Lent 1, the first Sunday of Lent. We got through it. We had handbells today. It was really great. And then, so I'm doing this at noon today because I have another service at 1. It's a big day on a Sunday. And later on, friends, for those of you that are in the Council of Dougs, we've got our third Doug on Demand happening later today at 3 o'clock Eastern. I'm pumped for that. Megan's here in the chat. Hi, Meg. Andrew is asking for more cowbell. Cowbell is something I don't think I have with me here, but maybe we, little Lent, you can use some more cowbell. Maybe I'll use some cowbell next week. Wow, Golia, Texas from Poland. Hello there. Good to see you. Bruce is here. Hi, Bruce. Yeah, our handbells are great. We had a lot of fun today. I really enjoy doing handbells and leading handbells. They're a lot of fun. Really are. What's up, Stephen? Good to see you. There's Andrew. And all right, everybody is here on a Sunday. Good to see all of you. We had a real lovely week this past week, and I'm getting ready to embark on another great week this week. What's up, Daryl? I'm doing okay. I still have some lingering sciatic pain in my leg. I am waiting until I get done with my physical therapy. I have great physical therapy people, but our insurance company is making me finish all of this physical therapy. I've been struggling. I haven't been able to walk right or have a full night's sleep pain-free since before Christmas, y'all. And so it's lingering and it's bugging me. And it's hard to get around it with your mind, because it's just there all the damn time. Chronic pain. And I'm hoping that once we're able to get an MRI, we can figure out if there's anything going on that they can help with. Other than what I'm doing already for myself. So there we go, friends. What's up, Sound? Sound is in here. There's Justin, there's Pinup, rock and roll, friends. Welcome in. Good to see all of you with me. Thanks for hanging out with us. Last week, let's take a look at last week, friends. We started with Tool, and the first time of the new year, and we did Rosetta Stoned, and what a song. Tool never disappoints me. Friends, they're unlike any band I think I've ever heard. They're really, really intriguing and continuously. It's like I've heard this before. It sounds like Tool, but everything is kind of new and amazing, right? So great stuff from Tool. We also did a behind the score this past week, y'all, and that one was one of my favorites of the entire series. It was our 51st episode of Behind the Score, and this one was on one of my favorite orchestral movements of all time. It's the Jupiter movement, Movement 4 from the Planets by Gustav Holst. That is our new Behind the Score. It's available now, and I hope that you like it as much as I enjoyed filming that analysis. That's available, Patreon exclusive, y'all, over on Patreon. We then moved to Dire Straits. Romeo and Juliet for Valentine's Day. That was a fun one. I got to interview Steve Hackett, too. Y'all, that was great. Got to chat with Steve, and I what did I do? I released is what I did. I released that one on Thursday. Steve's album is now out, and it's The Circus and the Night Whale, and it's a heck of an album. Y'all, I haven't heard all of Steve's albums throughout the years. I've heard his first few, and I've heard this new one, and he's just a class act, Steve Hackett, and a really lovely gentle spirit. So thanks to Steve for spending some time with me this past week. And as he gets ready to release his album, which is out now. We then finished up the week with Diary of a Madman, side 2 from Ozzy Osbourne. We finished that one up. I expect for that one to get reblocked, friends. It's probably only going to be available on YouTube for a limited time. So if you want to take a look at that one, do that today. You might want to get out today, y'all. Yeah, Guitar Channel. Steve stays true to what he wants to say and the sounds that he wants to make in his music. That's something that I very much respect. And it's wonderful. It's just wonderful to get a chance to talk with these folks as I am learning their music. To get a chance to talk to these folks is really a blessing and a great opportunity. So it's wonderful to keep going here. Let's see. Y'all, Alan is asking, now that you're going to see Rick Wakeman, listen to the Journey to the Center of the Earth before you go. You know, that's not a bad idea. I'm going to see Rick at the end of March. And I'm hoping that I can get an interview with him and get a chance to talk with him. And I've heard a few of his solo albums, but not Journey to the Center. And so that may be coming up. Thank you for reminding me of that one. Excellent, excellent. Hi, Ruth. Greetings from West Wales. Good to see you. Cheers. Yeah, Bruce, Diary of a Madman is genius. All of those songs are really, really great. It may be one of the more lovely and excellent metal albums, front to back, that I've heard. It was really, really wonderful, y'all, to hear that one. And like I said, it was initially blocked. It took me 3 days to get it unblocked. And it's now unblocked for you, but as soon as they come back in, if they come back in and say, no, we want to reconfirm our copyright, then it's going to revert back to blocked and nobody's going to be able to see it. So that's the deal with that. And I talk about it a little bit in that video, but I wanted to do it anyway. So we got to listen to the rest of Diary of a Madman, and it was fun. It was really, really fun. Pinup saying, I hope you'll have an opportunity to make an interview with Devin Townsend work. You know, I've reached out to Devin a few times, and I have hope that I can chat with him. I got to see him live last year for the first time, and he's as great live as I expected. What did I miss, Megan? Please see my question above. Megan, even in the chat, is making sure that I stay on task. What did I miss, Megan? Doug, is Ozzy, will we release it to your Patreon? Yeah, we will. If it gets reblocked, if side 2 of Diary of a Madman gets reblocked, we'll make that available on our Patreon. Thank you very much. Let's see, Megan's taking care of me. So is Arrow. Put our Patreon link in the chat. Thank you, Arrow. All right. Woohoo. Okay. Any luck with Tomas Holopainen? Not yet. I have reached out to Nightwish. I don't think I've figured out the exact right way to cut through everything. And so I remain hopeful that I can talk to Tomas as well. So we've gathered you all here. Should we tell you what we have going this week? Yes, we should. So first up, the other thing I should tell you is that our classes are still going. We ended up not having our orchestration class next week because it's a small class and many of us were unable to be there. So we still have only had one session of our orchestration class. So if you are still wanting to get in on that, you haven't missed much. We've only gotten through 2 of our introduction to musicianship classes, and you can still sign up for that if you want to catch up with us. I'm enjoying teaching, and it's great to have these classes going. It fills out my week quite a bit, but we're getting going. So we've got an intro to musicianship class that is on Monday nights. Then our orchestration class is on Tuesday nights. My Wednesdays during Lent are full because we have midweek services. My Thursday nights are full because I lead rehearsals on Thursday nights. And my Fridays are full because I take a rest on Friday night. So that's what we got going, friends. It's big stuff. So what do we have coming up this week? On Monday, drum roll, That's my drum roll, friends. We're going to go back to Van Halen. We're going to go back to Van Halen. I haven't reacted to Van Halen in a hot second. And what I'm going to do, what I was looking at was what have I done and what have I not done. And I came across when we did the some music from the side one of their first album. Now I have to look it up. What did we do? Doug Helvering, if I can type it in, Van Halen. What did I do? I've done Mean Street. That was called, Eruption and You Really Got Me. That was the two songs that I did off of side one of their debut album. And what I'm going to do now is going to go back and finish side one of that classic album. There's 3 songs on that first side that I haven't listened to yet. And it's going to be Running with the Devil, Ain't Talking About Love, and I'm the One. So I'm going to do those 3 songs tomorrow and finish up side one of Van Halen's self-titled debut album from the late 70s. I think I've heard Running with the Devil, but I'm not sure about the other ones. And I'll be interested to take a look at those and shine a microscope on them and see how they tick, right? So come tomorrow for our Van Halen. It's going to be great. Friends, Dawn, yeah, there is a way to suggest songs for me to analyze. You can throw them out here in the chat. But what most people do, what I say to most people is email me. We have an email address. It's thedailydoug@gmail.com. If you're not sure, or if you want to double check, go to my website. It's rdouglashelvering.com, and there's a contact. And use the Gmail one for the Daily Doug, and that gets to us. And we have a whole lot of people that email us and with suggestions. Our patrons have a slightly different way to put their suggestions in, where I specifically spend time on all of them and make sure that I give them the time of day that I need to give it. Matt saying that I must have heard Ain't Talking About Love, especially with that guitar riff. I probably have, but I don't remember what it sounds like. My nose is running like crazy. I'm going to see if I've got any tissues in here. And like a boy, I don't. I'm just going to have to keep it like that. So we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. If I sniff, it's because I got the sniffles. Y'all, thank you, Megan, for putting in the email. That's great. Excellent, excellent. The artist I was thinking of, says Dawn, is not super famous, but she's my favorite vocalist of all time. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I enjoy hearing music that people want me to hear. Thank you, Meg. It's behind. Excuse me. Megan knows. She's not even here, and she knows where the tissues are. So, thank you, Meg. Okay. Gerhardt, I don't know those people. Please do. Novalis Flossenengel. Sounds cool to me. They got a great name. Hi, Marwin from Belgium. Good to see you. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, Megan virtually hands Doug a tissue. Megan, even when she's not here, she's helping me out. She's great. So, Van Halen on Metal Monday. That's going to be fun. And on Tuesday, we're going to do our next extended play lounge, friends. Our next extended play lounge for our patrons over on Patreon. We had a close vote. 5 different rock albums, and Asia by Steely Dan barely got beat by UK. Excuse me, UK and their, whoop, there's the phone. Somebody else will get that. UK is a band supergroup from Britain, I believe, and their debut album, entitled UK, self-titled debut album, is what we're going to do. That one won by like 9 or 10 votes. And so I'm eager to hear it. I know that there's a few folks in there that I think all the folks in that band I have heard in other bands. But, and I think I've heard a UK song on Patreon before in a fan favorites video. But this will be the first time that I have ever heard this album from start to finish, for sure. And it's UK, and I'm excited for it. So thanks to y'all for voting on that one. Rock and roll, friends. Pinup's asking if I know Igor. Igor who? Uh, I don't know. Experimental project from France. No, I don't. I don't know that. Thanks, though. Um, awesome. Thank you. So happy you covered Rosetta Stone. I need to revisit that album. You're welcome. That was a great album. 10,000 Days. Rock on. Saigon Kick. Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes. I think that's Saigon Kick, isn't it? I think that's the only thing that comes to mind by that band. Rock and roll, friends. I'm going to click that so I don't have to see it. Um, cool. So, on Wednesday, we're going to go back to music from one of these great vocalists that I've had a chance to listen to as well. It's Dimash, Dimash. And I believe that we listened to a song that he sang called SOS. It's been a few months. I think it was either the beginning of December or late November that we heard him. And over 100,000 people have watched my reaction to that. And I've gotten tons of feedback from Dimash fans asking me to get back to his music. So I am going to do that. I hear y'all, and I want to listen to more from him. He's got an amazing upper register that just goes and goes and goes and goes. It's really astounding to see him do his thing, and I'm curious to hear more. And so we're going to hear his song Ave Maria. I've written an Ave Maria. Lots of people have written Ave Marias. The one that he is doing, I think, is a newly composed version. It's not an existing version that's like in the canon and classical and one that everybody knows. I think it's a new one. And I'll read up on it some more, and I will know what he's up to by the time that I read in and react to that one. So we're going to do Ave Maria by Dimash on Wednesday. I don't have a video on Thursday planned this week. Friends, like I said, my evenings are full. That's normally when I could sneak in another video and try to get ahead. But I am fully booked most of these weeks. So Thursday we don't have a video planned, but Friday we're going to finish out the week with a Masterpiece Friday. And this is one that I actually know. I have the record now, and I am excited because I haven't actually put it on the turntable yet. It's Crosby, Stills, and Nash, their debut album, the first song from their first album. It's Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. And we're going to take a look at that and dissect it and see if we can figure out just what makes it so darn magical and lovely to sing along with and listen to all these years later. It's one of my favorites, and so it's not going to be a reaction video. It's going to more be a presentation of this song and why I love it so much. And I'm looking forward to that. Maybe I can get Megan to join me for that one. She knows that one. We can sing harmonies together. That'd be fun. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. Sometimes we just need to sit with the song that we know and come back to and remind ourselves why we love it. And so that's what I'm going to do this Friday for Masterpiece Friday. Thank y'all. Y'all love it. The harmonies, amazing choice. That sound at the turn of the decade, from the late 60s into the 70s, so many great harmony driven vocal groups. They're just marvelous. And Megan and I actually got to see CSNY about, it's been now 25 years ago. But we got to see them live, and it was one of our favorites concerts that we ever got to go to. Really, really fun to see them. What's up, Jackal? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Well done. Let's see. So that's the week. Oh, on Saturday we have another council hangout. So not only do we have a Doug on Demand, friends, this coming afternoon, 3:00 p.m. So about 2.5 hours from now is when we'll be doing that. And we'll be online for a couple of hours. And these Doug on Demands, we do 9, 10, 11 songs and their instant reactions. We spin our wheel, and everybody that's there has their pieces that they've picked out. And I never know what's coming next. We have a song, and off we go, and it's an instant reaction. It keeps me on my toes, but I love it. It's like playing sports, being competitive. Can I figure this one out? Can I figure that one out? Here's this one. Here's that one. It's a lot of fun. Plus, it gives me time to connect directly with patrons who are supportive of what we do and hear the music that they specifically want me to hear. And it's really rewarding. So thanks to our Council of Doug's members for your support. Y'all get to come and be a part of that, and it's little great. Who put in Jacob Collier? Little Blue, Trey. Beautiful. I've heard that one. And I've heard the mahogany version. One of my favorites, Jacob Collier, is probably the Mozart of all of our popular musicians right now. If there was a Mozart among us, it's Jacob Collier. I'm convinced of it. The guy is amazing, absolutely astounding, astoundingly gifted musician, and he seems like a really, really lovely, humble person. I'd love to be in concert at one of his shows, but his shows are a little expensive now. He's got a Radio City show coming up later this May or this spring, and I thought about getting tickets, but they're a little pricey. So we'll see if we have a chance to get to Jacob Collier's concert. Awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, friends, the Eagles, I really can't do much with the Eagles. I can't do anything with the Eagles music on the channel because they're as bad about copyright as King Crimson is. So I stay away from it. We did one time. It was actually during lockdown. In 2020, Megan and I were doing a little cooking video. We were bored to tears just sitting there at home, and so I'm like, hey, I'm going to cook something because the restaurants aren't open or we can't go, so why don't you film me cooking something and I'll talk to the camera. And so we had some Eagles on in the background. Actually, it was Desperado in the background, and I sang along to it a little bit, and our cooking video got blocked because faintly in the background you hear Desperado, and I'm like, Don Henley's got a Don Henley, right? So that got taken down. Really big time blockers they are. So Dawn is asking, how do I know ahead of time whether copyright will be an issue? Just if I've done it or not. I'm just paying attention to what some bands do and what other bands do with how they license their music. I remain convinced, as an aside, that our copyright laws are woefully out of date because there's a lot of ways to consume music now and a lot of ways to talk about music as a community, and the laws are just, it's a wild west out there. And I don't think that I'm infringing on any artists or any band's copyright. I cite their work. I give people the links that to their actual music if you want to go to their channels and listen to their music and support these artists. My reactions, I talk all over the music. People argue with me all the time saying, stop freaking talking, Doug. Well, that's how my experience is different and not an excuse for, or not in another way to listen to their original stuff. So plus, they're putting their music on YouTube for free for people to listen to. Maybe with a paywall, or with, not a paywall, maybe with an advertisement. But the music's available on this platform for free. And so we do it. Anyway, Ricardo is saying, go for a Peter Gabriel interview. I'd talk to Peter. I'd talk to Peter in a heartbeat. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Yeah, Janine, most of the time the musicians have no idea what their management is doing. I've had a couple of times where things got blocked, and I can reach out directly to the to the players. They're like, they did our management did what? We got to talk to them, and so they do it and take care of it. Really interesting, right? Thank you. Who gave the super thanks? I missed that. What happened? Hang on a sec. It's Bronson. Hi, Bronson. Wonderful. Thank you very much for your super chat. You said you should consider reacting to more of Ozzy's albums. What are some of your favorite Ozzy Osbourne songs to listen to on Halloween? Well, I don't really have much of a catalog in my head to recall, because I haven't listened to much of his music at all. Anything that I've listened to by Ozzy is stuff that I've recorded for the channel. So I just don't know yet. I don't know what I don't know. 3H Hemp is saying it would be great to compare a Weird Al parody to the song. That's interesting. Cool. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you. Drew is asking if I'd consider listening again to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Yeah, I would. I've kind of forgot about them. I did do one of their songs, didn't I? And it's been a while. So I need to get them back in the mix. Thank you for reminding me of that. Let's see. One more time, let me take you through the week, just in case that if you've joined late. We've got on Monday, Van Halen. I am going to complete side one of their debut album, listening to Running with the Devil, Ain't Talking About Love, and I'm the One. I'm going to finish that side, and then we can get to sometime later side two. And then we'll have listened to all of Van Halen's debut album. We've also got our Intro to Musicianship class Monday night. Tuesday, I'm going to do all of UK, their debut album, by vote request. They won our poll over on Patreon, so that's going to be our next extended play lounge. Then we have our orchestration class on Tuesday night. That'll be fun. Wednesday, Dimash and his song Ave Maria. Take a look at that one. I'll take a rest on Thursday, and then on Friday I am going to share with you an analysis, and we'll walk you through Sweet Judy Blue Eyes from Crosby, Stills, and Nash. It's going to be great. And just another reminder, council members, we've got Doug on Demand today at 3, and then we've got a council hangout this Saturday at 4, as are normally done. Thank you, Bronson, again. Wow. My favorite Ozzy Osbourne songs to listen to on Halloween are Bark at the Moon. I do that anyway. That's my favorite thing to do on Halloween, assuming that the moon is out. Bark at the Moon, ooh, Crazy Train, I think I know that one. Flying High Again, Mr. Crowley, I know that one. Over the Mountain, Perry, I know that one. Perry Mason, Suicide Salute, yeah, waiting. So I know some of those. Rock on, friends. Excellent. Yeah, I've got some Black Sabbath, Andrew. I've got some Black Sabbath on the channel. Just type in Doug Helvering Black Sabbath, and off you go, and you'll be great. You'll have some stuff to look at. Norman says Sweet Judy Blue Eyes was written for Judy Collins. Yeah, I'll share with y'all some of the background and everything, and we'll go through that one. So that one's one that I've heard, friends. Obviously, I love singer-songwriter stuff, and Megan and I have loved Crosby, Stills, and Nash, with or without Neil Young, for a long, long time. And this was one that, you know, a lot of times I'm doing these videos and I'm reacting to songs that I haven't heard yet. And that's good, because I want to expand my horizons and expand my understanding of the repertoire. But sometimes there's really worthy stuff that I've already heard, and I want to share it on the channel, and this is one of those occasions. I'm going to be diving in and analyzing it and showing you the different sections, how they work together, and how that song just is magical all these years later. The very first sounds that we get from Crosby, Stills, and Nash, the first song on the first record, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, and it's a classic all these years later. So a Masterpiece Friday, if there's a masterpiece for us to do that ever was one, that's one, and I'm excited to get to that one. And then a council hangout on Saturday. A busy week, friends, but I'm pumped to do it. Bumbo, I've done Sultans of Swing, I probably won't do a live version again for a while. It's tough. I've done that one on the channel, and there's so many others that I haven't done yet. It's hard to do repeat versions of songs that we've previously done to fit those in. But I'm not saying no, but I'm saying it'll probably take a while before we get back to it. Thank you for asking, though. Did I ever do Psychotic Waltz? Well, have you ever seen me dance? Especially with sciatic injury. It's more like hobbled waltzing. Y'all, that's funny. No, I haven't, obviously. I haven't heard that one. Daryl's saying that he loves that we're doing all of the first side of Van Halen 1, but you can please check out Hot for Teacher. I've heard Hot for Teacher. That one I remember seeing back in the day, especially on MTV. But yeah, that would be fun to do on the channel sometime. Thank you for suggesting it. Maury's asking how John Franek is doing. John is doing quite well. I believe that he's still in the United States, but he's getting ready to head back to Europe before too long and continue on in his studies, and he stays busy. He's working on his doctoral project, so he's doing doctoral work. And I remember just how busy your schedule is when that's doing. And he's doing some amazing stuff for his project, and I can't wait to see when it's all done. Thank you for asking about our friend John. Let's see. Andrew's saying I could do a Van Halen comparison between David Lee and Sammy. Woo! Do I want to get into that debate? I mean, I've tried to stay away from like the Nightwish debate of which vocalist you prefer. I don't know. I'll have to listen to more with Dave. I love Sammy. He's got a great voice. I think Sammy has a... do I want to say this? I think Sammy has a better voice. Just vocal talent than Dave does. But Dave's a sure showman, you know, and I don't know. I think that the band worked really well with both of those guys. It shows you how great they are, that their music can really be successful at a high level, no matter which one of them is the front person, right? Great stuff. Yeah, open that can of worms. Yeah, and while I'm at it, Floor is my favorite Nightwish singer, just for the record. While I'm stepping in it, I might as well step all in it. How about that? John, I've got some Anthony Phillips on vinyl. I don't have any of his music planned for YouTube right now, but that may change. Thank you for asking about that. Oh boy, what a day, friends. Yeah, I've got my coffee here. I'm hanging loose, and my next my next worship service that I've got to play is coming up here in less than half an hour. So I got to keep my time on my mind here. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. How about that? I think that's all I have for you today, friends. Unless you have any other questions or thoughts that you want me to speak on, I'm happy to do so. I'm going to get my groove on, Squirt. Thank you. Woohoo! I still have trouble moving. As long as I'm sitting down, I can do chair dancing. That's not bad. But we're trying to keep it as brown as we can, Soggy. I love it that Brown Finger's not even here and we're still keeping it brown. That's pretty fun. It's a great community. That's fun. Thank you, Soggy, for saying that. I'm really pumped about the community that we have. We've got new people that are coming in all the time, and our existing community they're nice people. I can vouch for them. We will invite you into the fold and be nice and all of that stuff. We have a great time. Our fan favorites voting is happening right now. Our topic for this month is acoustic songs, all acoustic. And I'm eager to see what y'all have in store for me for later on. So the fan favorites video I will record next week, here for the last week of February. Coming up, yeah, there's Arrow. Talk about fan favorites this month. There you go. I love acoustic music, and I especially love hearing how rock and rollers rearrange their musical ideas for acoustic performances of songs that were originally planned and done on electronic instruments. I love that. How do I change it up? What does this lick still work on an acoustic guitar versus an electric guitar? All of that sort of ideas. You know, we don't have synths or anything going on. Maybe just a regular grand piano, an acoustic instrument. It's going to be a wonderful time for us to see what acoustic songs we enjoy the best. What happened here? Somebody's asking for more Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah, it's been a long time since I got to them. More Avenged Sevenfold. Meg, write that one down. Avenged Sevenfold. Maybe they'll have to avenge them? Revenge them? I don't know. Avenge them. Maury's saying you need to listen to David Gilmour's acoustic songs. I bet that David Gilmour's acoustic stuff is going to be lovely to listen to. How could it not? How could it not be lovely to listen to? Soggy says that he submitted Yes's Madrigal. Fingers crossed. I don't think I've heard that one. Awesome. Thank you. Andrew. Andrew's reminded, yeah, so Eric Clapton's Unplugged album came out in, I believe it was 1993. And that was the very first album that I purchased with my own money on CD. At the time, the only CD player we had was in Mom's Pontiac Bonneville. So if I wanted to listen to that, I have memories of going out and just putting in the CD and listening to Clapton play. Nathan East was on the big acoustic bass on that one. They had a great band for that. Layla was great. I loved Old Love from that. All of those blues tunes that he played on that album. Just a classic Unplugged album. Thank you for the reminder of that one. Great stuff. Matt's asking if any more Moody Blues are coming up. Yeah, it won't be too long. We'll do a Moody Blues for an EPL, and we'll continue on with their discography. I'm making my way slowly through their classic albums, and I'm not sure which one is next. I think it's going to be the fourth one. Hi, Greta. I sure can say hi to you. Thank you for saying hi to me. Awesome. Norman's saying that Bandmaid's acoustic 2019 live performance, wow, hallelujah, of their electric rocker Puzzle and Anemone is absolutely stunning. Rock and roll. Cool. Excellent. Yeah, Ray, earlier stream today. It's the way that happens, it's the third stream. It's the third Sunday of the month that we have these this extra service that I need to stay for. So it's on these third Sundays of the month that we switch it up. But every time else, we're at our normal time. What's up, Adrian? Atomic Rooster. Is that how an atomic rooster? No, I can't do if I did an atomic rooster, then I think that the people that work here at this church, I don't know what they'd do with me. He recommends Atomic Rooster, the first band by Carl Palmer. Well, I don't know that one. Yeah, Ray, that's an Atomic Dugatoo. Excellent. That's exactly right. Marty, we've got some Uriah Heep that we just did on our past fan favorites. What was the song? What was the song? Shucks, now I can't remember. Somebody can help me. The Uriah Heep song that we did. Yeah, it was wonderful to listen to them. I think that we'll do some more from them on the channel. I really enjoyed that. But the fan favorites from the end of January has a Uriah Heep tune in it. And that's the last time that I've heard from them, but I remember enjoying it. Awesome stuff, friends. Well, I think that it is just about time for me to sign off and get ready to do this. And then I've got to get some rest and get recharged for the Doug On Demand. The Doug On Demand is not at 2 o'clock today as we've done the last 2 times. It's going to be at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. And I will cut off the submissions at about 2:30, about 30 minutes before we start. And off we go, y'all. It'll be off we going at 3. Scott, we just did our next Holst piece. This past week, I did the Jupiter movement from the planets. It's actually one of my favorite behind the score episodes that I've ever done. And I enjoyed it. July Morning, thank you, Ray, from Uriah Heep. That's the one. July Morning, great song. I have trouble with remembering the titles. You know, I was doing the Immigrant song from Led Zeppelin a few weeks ago now, and I'm like, I don't think I know this one. And then off it goes, dun 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 dun. I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard that one. I just don't remember what it's called. So I really do sometimes, or most of the time, I don't even check. Sometimes I'll spot check. Most of the time I'll have Megan spot check to make sure, does this sound okay? Is there anything funky about this? You know, just to make sure. Yeah. So, yeah, for Ray and for everybody else, one more time, here's what we're up to this week. I'll also try to update the community tab and everything so that everybody knows what we're up to. Here's what we are doing. Tomorrow, Metal Monday, we're going to finish up side 1 of Van Halen's first studio album. I have heard previously Eruption and You Really Got Me. There's 3 other songs on that first side, and that's going to make for a lovely little Metal Monday. Running with the Devil, Ain't Talking About Love, and I'm the One. Those are the 3. The rest of side 1 of Van Halen's self-titled debut album on Monday. On Tuesday, because they won the poll, it's UK and all of their self-titled debut album as well. On Wednesday, I'm going to do Ave Maria, a newly composed Ave Maria, performed by Dimash. And I'm looking forward to getting back to Dimash here. I've done one, and this will be my second video featuring him singing. There's not a video on Thursday. And then on Friday, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes from Crosby, Stills, and Nash. We're going to have fun with that one on a Masterpiece Friday. And then a council hangout this weekend, friends, on Saturday at 4 p.m. We've got stuff happening most days. You know, when I say it's the Daily Doug, I'm not kidding around, y'all. It's like we never close. And it feels great to have this as kind of our business. Doing all the videos, but really it's servicing the community that has formed around all of these videos and what we're doing that really drives me from day to day. And I absolutely love it. I love teaching. I love all of this stuff. So I'm doing what I was meant to do, friends, and it's really wonderful. So thank you for being with me. And DPD, asking about Altesia. I don't have any Altesia on my schedule right now, friends. But they're great friends. They're great guys, and I need to get back to them too. Thank you. Or finishing the Genshin Symphony. You know, it was really lovely. I should go back and listen to the rest of it. Just to do that. Excellent. All day, all night. The Daily Doug. That sounds like a T-shirt. Y'all, thank you, Digiberter, for that. Thank you, Maury. Much love. Okay, friends. All right, I'm going to take a breather and make sure I'm ready to go. And then I've got this service at 1. And then Doug On Demand, 3 o'clock. Friends, it's going to be fun. 2 hours worth of instant Daily Doug reactions. And then I'm going to rest. and then start again tomorrow, because that's how we do it. Thank you, Ray, for updating the calendar. Thanks to all of y'all for hanging out with me. Thanks to Megan for keeping an eye on me here in the chat. And we're going to have another great week, friends. I will be along for the ride with you, and if there's any bumps in the road, we'll catch them together. Okay? Sounds good. See you soon. Peace. And, all right, I got to figure out where the button is. I never do it right. Am I sure I want to stop Am I sure I want to stop streaming? I don't know. Should I? I think I should. Bye, y'all.